Hello everyone and welcome back to part 3
Oh, that's not right. No.
of CK2 Game of Thrones as the Blacks. We're playing the Dance of the Dragons and right now we are Lord Alan Velaryon. So if you missed the first two parts, Rhaenyra has already died and so have some of her children. So if we can actually just have a look here, you can see that all of the strong children are already dead. So Jace, Luke, and Joffrey, they've all already died in different ways. So right now we're trying to press the claim of Rhaenyra's living children, Aegon and Viserys. And let's just get into it and not waste too much time. Right now we are still kind of independent while Aegon fights all his independence wars. So let's go ahead and see what can happen. King Aegon the Tormentor has usurped... Oh, okay. So he's finally defeated the Vale. They were one of the Wars of Independence, and Lady Jane had crowned herself Queen of Mountain and Vale. So it seems she's finally been defeated, and Aegon has taken, for now, just the Vale from her. The Arryns still have all the rest of their lands. But still, interesting to see... Ooh, interesting to see who he gives that to. But first, let's look at this. My lord, for too long Aegon Targaryen has occupied my rightful seat, and I will stop at nothing to take it from him. I humbly ask that you provide me with coins so that I may hire an enemy to achieve this. If you do, I promise it will not be forgotten. Yours, Daemon Targaryen, Lord of the Iron Throne. So it seems Daemon is now trying to claim the throne for himself. That's interesting. And I mean, we're definitely going to support him for one, because we're trying to really keep as much chaos going in the Iron Throne as possible. And Daemon is part of the Blacks. Him ruling would mean that Aegon would be put on the throne after him, so we would get Rhaenyra's kid on the Iron Throne. So yeah, I'll give you some coin, of course. Oh, and he also joins my court with this. This is very nice. So we can give him some positions. Simon Strong has died, that's fine. Very good though, if Daemon invades with all these wars going on, we might have a chance at some success actually. Let's just make him a commander for now. Because I don't know how long he'll be around, so I don't really want to make him master at arms. Ooh. Your bodyguard Sir Rogar Velaryon has died, and now it falls to you to decide whether to make a funeral a big or special event, or just to keep it a small and private one. So, that's one of Damien's sons. Damien being the youngest brother of Corlys. Okay. Yeah, just a small and private funeral. It's not really like a main Valyrian or anything, so we're not gonna waste too much money on it. Sir Rogar tried to catch the dragon Tyraxes. And that is how he died. He tried to tame the dragon Tyraxes, and he was killed in the attempt. Where will it strike next? And it's built a lair in Driftmark, once again. That dragon has been troublesome. Ever since Joffrey's death. This one was Joffrey's one. Actually, Joffrey... No, this one was Joffrey's one. Luke was Arax and Jace is Vermax. Yeah. Oh, and look at that, he didn't waste any time. King Daemon has already declared his claim on the Iron Throne. After years of careful planning, Daemon Targaryen has raised a large army of exiles, mercenaries, and hopefuls, declaring his intention to press his claim by force. Well, not really years, but you know, good luck with that. And I'm not going to waste any time. I mean, he's got 20,000 men. That's pretty good. We are going to side with him, though. Right now, Aegon is still fighting... I don't want to count these, but over 10 independence wars with a ton of minor lords in the Seven Kingdoms. So he is very much distracted and can't really call the Lord Paramounts to help with this war until he finishes all of those. Since that's one of the hang-ups with the AI, so we will actually have a chance if we try to join Daemon now. So let's not waste any time. decide upon civil war sides. The Iron Throne is in an ongoing state of war. Aegon Targaryen is in conflict with Daemon and expects us to provide men for his armies. What shall we do? Well, the rebels' cause is just, of course. We're gonna oppose the usurper and try to put the blacks back on the Iron Throne. So, let's get our men raised. We have lost a commander now that Daemon's left our court. So I guess Dennis Woodrider is just going to be appointed right back. You can stop training children. An extra, 4,000 men to join them. Just shy of 4,000. That's pretty good. Means Daemon will have about 24,000 here. Oh no, sorry, 23,000. Let's move that over here. Just try to balance these flanks out a little bit. And we will give command to Sir Thoron True. He will lead the vanguard, and Darren Valerian and Dennis Woodwright can lead the flanks. So it seems Daemon is just planning to siege Dragonstone for now. It's pretty good. He does have 250 ships here, so we could try to go for the King's Landing rush, which I think would probably be the most effective way. Jane Eyre has been beheaded on the orders of King Aegon, so she's dead. And who's succeeded? Arnold Arryn, so there are more Arryns. Oh, there's still 10 living, so there's still plenty. And he has his own son to inherit. And where would the line go after that, actually? Because there's a ton more, so it's probably the Arryns of Goldtown. They've probably already been legitimized. Hopefully more lords will eventually join, but we need to get some victories first to convince them. Oh! Your kinsman Monterys has suffered greatly for your opposition against King Aegon II. We've received word that he has been locked away in the dungeons of King's Landing and subjected to agonizing torture and questioning. I didn't know he had any of our kinsmen. Oh, wow. He's already killed one. Sir Montfort Valerian was tortured to death on the orders of King Aegon. And that just happened. I didn't know he had 2 Valerians in his court. Those are both Damien's kids. Rhaegar just died, killed by the dragon. So the only of Damien's kids left is Viserys, who's commander of King's Landing for some reason. So he commands the Gold Cloaks. And Malentine, who is our spy master. His wife is pregnant, so his line will at least continue. He will regret this, though. And yeah, there it is. Wow. He tortured him and killed him. That bastard. We need to get our revenge against him. And, there it is. Son was born to Sir Malentine, and a Marae named Vaemond Valerian. Named him after his cousin, I think? Vaemond's Daemon's son? Yeah. Oh wow, we've already... Daemon must have deployed his dragon there, because that is really quick. Where is Aemond, actually? In the coast of the Vale. That's fine, because he's really the only problem we might have. Because Daemon still has Caraxes, which is a really good dragon. Who's in his court? Oh, he's got Corlys! Oh! My grandfather, the heir, is with Daemon fighting. He's actually commanding his troops in Dragonstone. Is it Rhaenys with him? Oh, no. Okay, that is troubling. So Aegon has the Red Queen under his command, as well as Sunfire, who is at least maimed, so he must have gotten injured in one of these independence wars, or maybe even in the dance. So he's not going to be too much of a threat. But he still has Dreamfire, which is a pretty big dragon, the Red Queen, and obviously Vhagar. And Darren should be of age by now. Yeah, he's 17. Oh, he turned out really good. Oh, his dragon's also maimed though, so she shouldn't be too much of a problem to Sari and the Blue Queen. For now, we shouldn't really worry about the Green's dragons, because we are just in Dragonstone, and Aemon isn't there, so we shouldn't be getting into any battles. Galfred, whose son are you? Daemon, the Regent of Driftmark. He is Vaemon's son. Okay. I guess struggle. I can't imagine I'm gonna focus too much on his education when I'm still, you know, a kid myself. Although I guess it's Daemon who's really deciding. Oop. Septon Hubert has died. He made me a promise I would bury him properly, and I keep my promises. I walked beside his coffin to Septon Hubert's last rest, and the wailing of the mourners was almost more than I could bear. He died too young. Well, which one of these will we do? We're diligent, proud, or proud, brave. I guess just Valor Morgulis will be sincere. We aren't really cruel. And he died trying to tame the dragon Tyraxes. Same as that Valerian uncle of mine. That dragon is troubling. We might try to tame it ourselves when we're of age. I mean, our brother managed to tame a dragon. Adam did. He had Sea Smoke, I think, was his one. So we should be able to get one as well. Ooh, my lord, news from King's Landing of a trial by combat. Sir Monterys Valerian demanded a trial by combat from his captured King Aegon Targaryen, selecting Sir Malentine as his champion. Sir Malentine slayed his opponent, Marston Waters, proving Sir Monterys' innocence. So, Monterys demanded a trial by combat and selected Malentine, the only one we had left alive of Damien's sons in our court. And he won in single combat against Marston Waters, who, I mean, if you just watch the shows, you won't know who he is, but he's quite an intriguing character in the Fire and Blood books. But yeah, he's dead. Malentine escaped with just a black eye, and Monterys is out. Can we get you in our court? No. What if we give you some gold? Will you join us then? Only 15, let's see. Because we do want our Valerians with us. Okay, yeah. We do want to get our family in our court, at least if we can, so let's save Monterys from King's Landing. He is right now with his brother, who is the commander of the Gold Cloaks. News from King's Landing of another trial by combat. Sir Lord Marbrand demanded a trial... So he was imprisoned, it seems. And he's demanded a trial by combat from his captured Aegon, and proved his innocence by slaying Sir Adrian Redfort. Wow, he was the younger brother of the Lord of Redfort. And Sir Lord Marbrand has fled to Ashmark's house. Oh, his brother, Garyon Marbrand. Very nice. Okay. So his Kingsguard are betraying him as well, so he's being abandoned by the men closest to him. My lord, despite my best efforts to try and improve your wrongly tarnished reputation, it seems your standing in the realm has lessened. The ravens I sent were merely greeted with scorn and skepticism, whilst the nobles I met did not believe the explanations I provided for your just actions. Yours, Master Bernard. Ah, Bernard. He's gone ahead and tarnished my reputation. Which isn't going to really affect it too much. Yeah, there's not anyone too much better than him. Dennis is a bit better, but he's one of my commanders. So I guess I'll just have to stay just this year. He's also one of my, like, 3 vassals. Monterys has joined my court, very nice. And we have finally won the Siege of Dragonstone, a big win in King Daemon's war for the throne. Let's get Monterys married. Oh, one of these errands. Oh. My bad. But let's do the errands. They have ties to the Blacks, of course. And we're just assaulting the other keeps now in Dragonstone. We've taken the city of Durlin. We'll take the Sept pretty soon, and then it's the Castle of Windworm. Meanwhile, Aegon is winning some of his wars of independence, though, so we do need to hurry up before he's able to call all those vassals into the war against us. Monterys has gotten married, and one of my councilmen died. Oh, did I not end up replacing Septon Hubert? I thought I did. My bad. Well, Septon Joffrey. You can just perform some charities. Doesn't really matter too much, because the priests don't usually have that big an effect in this mod, at least from what I found. Monterys can be the new bodyguard. Very nice, and we need a new High Almoner, which can be the new Septon. Congrats. Well, we've taken Dragonstone, and Daemon is now taking his men somewhere else, so we should try to follow him, raise our fleet, and let's see where he goes. Come on now, stop following him, and get on that fleet. Oh, hold on. He has landed in Rosby, and Daemon is charging into King's Landing. These men will be out on the 10th of the 3rd moon, most of them at least. Okay, so there won't be a battle. We'll sail our men to the Blackwater Bay to try to join up with Daemon. If he goes for a siege of King's Landing, that could be very good for us. Another lord killed by Aegon, hanged, drawn, and quartered, Lord Bronn Chelstead. Tough way to go. Oh, and we finally have our first lord that has joined Daemon, outside of ourselves. Giles Upcliff, the Lord of Witch Isle, not a very strong lordship, granted, but it's good to see some of these lords start to join us. Hopefully the Vale will do that. Now that all these lordships are directly under Aegon, they can just join the war. He doesn't seem to have any ships, though. He's just sending them by land, which isn't the best move. 23rd of the 3rd moon, he'll be in Adadale. So let's send our men to Chittering Brook. I don't know where Daemon is planning to go. I guess to Greensward? It's the only land I'm seeing under Aegon that he could be going for. But we'll join up with him anyways. Ooh, 6,000 men led by Rhaenys there. That could be dangerous. We don't really want to get into a second Dance of the Dragons here, because we only have one dragon. So I don't think that would favor us too much. But there we go, we've already taken Greensward pretty much. Shouldn't take too much longer. Little under a month, and we'll have them surrendering. It would actually be very nice for Daemon to be king, since he's also married to a Valyrian. We're not a Valyrian, but, you know, one of my cousins. Golden Grove has been beat, and we have taken Greensward. And we are marching now to, what is this, Rollingford. Okay, very weak settlement, I get it. Uh-oh. Looks like we might be dragged into a battle here. If Daemon's not careful. Uh-oh. Yup. We have been forced into a battle in King's Landing, and a pretty big one at that. The Battle of the King's Gate. So Daemon leads the center himself. Dennis Woodwright leads one of the flanks, and Darren Valerian the other one. But we are fighting against Rhaenys. I think she's the only dragon here. Let's make sure. He's in Derry. I guess Helena could come out because she is in King's Landing. He's in Derry as well. That's tough. We're finally of age, which is very helpful. I have finished my education in the ways of war. I found the lessons rather tedious. That is not so helpful. Courage is all a soldier needs. So we've become an incompetent commander. Yeah, not too good. We are going to put a focus on war, though. Rhaenys is no longer leading the flank, so we might be able to win. Yeah, they've routed. Thankfully, Daemon Didn't have any problems. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we won the Battle of the Red Keep. But it seems... Yeah, this is what I thought happened. News from King's Landing, my lord. During the war in the Iron Throne, the Dragon Riders King Daemon Targaryen, rider of Caraxes, and Rhaenys Targaryen, rider of Melees, met in fierce combat, driving their dragons to tear at each other relentlessly. Rhaenys and Melees prevailed, killing Caraxes. Why? Rhaenys... And she wouldn't join me. She's refused to join me this whole time. She's gone ahead and killed the best chance we had of putting the Blacks back on the throne. Pretty much. With Caraxes dead, Daemon's now captured, so that's 100% war score. We're gonna lose. He wounded Melees, but that's it. That is... that's very bad. Because now we have to see what kind of punishment Aegon has. Let's immediately take whatever men we can and just retreat him back to Driftmark. But that is... Well, that's... There you go. That's the second Dance of the Dragon. Much shorter lived than the first. Which wasn't very long anyways. But King Daemon's claim has ended. He has lost. We've lost the war. Our armies have been obliterated. Our castle sacked. Now I stand before King Aegon II to hear his judgment. Let us hope he's merciful. I don't think he will be, though. Daemon's been imprisoned. We need to see what Aegon has planned for us. Alan Valerian, the king has decreed that you shall be incarcerated in the dungeon as punishment for your treason, and will not be released until he sees fit. Ugh. This is the judgment of Aegon of the House Targaryen, second of his name, King of the Iron Throne, and Lord of King's Landing, Protector of the Realm. Now that's not too bad, actually. He's not trying to revoke all my lands. He just wants Alan to be imprisoned. We could try to fight this war, though. There are still enough independence wars going on that we might do this, but what would Alan do? I mean, he's brave and proud. So honestly, I don't think he would surrender himself to Aegon either. He's a good strategist as well, at least. I think we're just gonna have to try it. So we're gonna rebel against Aegon and do what we can to, if not fight for independence, at least secure a white peace so we don't go to jail. Outrageous. I will die before I surrender. There we go. We are at war. Immediately we'll pause. Do we have any alliances? Of course we don't. We have a half-sister we can betroth. But I don't think that would help us too much. Like maybe we can get the Ironwoods on side, but they would take ages to get here. They have a decent chunk of men, but they don't have any fleets. The same goes for most of these lords. The Dreadfort, the Danes, Foresters. They have, you know, a good enough army, but they can't actually get it here. So let's not bother with that. I think our best hope is just to... probably just try to retake Dragonstone while it's weak. And then hope our war score goes up enough, just by Driftmark being untouched, that we can sue for white peace. But for now, let's improve the defenses. I'll send Master Filbert there to make sure the garrison at Driftmark is fully prepared, because Aegon might send his men to us. How much can you recoup, actually, if you go to Driftmark? Yeah, it's not anything significant. 8 troops a month won't help us much. So we'll sail the men to Dragonstone Sea, and we will lay siege to Dragonstone once more. Is Aemon there? Hopefully he's not. Okay. Good. We really don't want to deal with dragons now. Although, actually, speaking of dealing with dragons, we are of age now, and we are still in Driftmark, where one particular dragon still continues roaming. And that would be Tyraxes, who has killed quite a couple of our courtiers. But we have the Targaryen blood in us. We have the Valyrian blood in us. Our brother tamed a dragon, so we know we can tame one. It won't even affect the siege anyway, so I guess, yeah, let's go for it. What I did want to see, though, hold on, is... Okay, what happened to Daemon? So he's been burned and he's still imprisoned by Aegon. He hasn't actually been killed yet. But of course he has no dragon now, so don't know how helpful he'll be. Alright, let's try it. We will face the dragon. And there's only one dragon in Driftmark. That's Tyraxes, so we will face him. And try our luck to hopefully tame a dragon. That could be very useful in this war. If we can actually get a dragon, even if it is a tiny one, it would help us siege out a lot of these places a lot quicker. You have scoured the area in search of Tyraxes, and now you have finally cornered the beast. How shall I deal with him? You are mine. We have successfully tamed Tyraxes. We did it, guys. The world is mine. I am a dragon rider. That is huge, actually. We really needed a dragon on our side to have any chance. Okay, so now we'll take command of these men. You know, we're very close by, just in Driftmark, so we can just fly on over with our dragon. Commander of our flanks can be given to Darren and Sir Thorin True. And the Castle of High Tide Levy can have Dennis Woodwright commanding it. But now with a dragon, we can deploy Tyraxes in the siege. Your enemies think they are safe on the other side of rock and mortar. Do the fools truly believe such petty defenses can hold back your fire? Tyraxes. Dracarys. And we have burned it to the ground. We've taken Dragonstone. A huge victory. Right away, up to 15%. We don't want to sue for this yet. But good to know we're already winning. And maybe we go for King's Landing now with the dragon and just assault it. The problem is... Helena, if she's not leading any men, she will be in King's Landing. And we don't want to fight Dreamfire. So we'll figure that out, but I think we'll do that in the next episode, because a lot has happened already. I mean, we've had a whole second Dance of the Dragons, and now Alan Valerian finds himself a dragon rider as well. We've tamed the dragon Tyraxes, Joffrey's old dragon, who he died trying to tame, and hopefully with this dragon we can now win our war on Aegon, or at the very least sue for white peace, so we can continue plotting to try to get Rhaenyra's kids on the throne. But we'll do that next time. If you guys did enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, please do leave a like and subscribe. You know, that really does help my channel. We've just reached 200 subscribers as I'm recording this. Thank you guys very much for all the support to the channel. I'm honestly really happy with where we're at right now. I think there's enough of you who really like to watch the content I'm putting out and who seem to really respond to it well. So I'm glad, and you know, I'm happy that you guys enjoy it, because that's really what it's all about. And yeah, you know, I'll leave everything else for the next episode. Till then, I've been Nihilism.